Hello, hi there, welcome back, welcome back. Can you believe the year is almost over? I can't believe it. Anyway, I suppose this will be my last episode before the year ends. I'm afraid. Well, maybe if I have time, I will maybe make a meditation before the year ends. Let's see. Well, anyway, today I wanted to speak a little bit about sacred sites and pyramids and how these places actually can assist us in our spiritual journey. These magical places have capacities which are actually quite unknown, as we tend to view these as mere wonders of a distant past. We admire the skills and abilities of these ancient cultures. However, these sites are far more profound in nature. I believe they actually can activate our code. But what does that mean? What does it mean to activate our code? Well, it means that our inner code becomes activated. The code that contains the memory of who we truly are. And when that happens, then the synchronicities in our lives start to lead us to the people, places and situations we need in order to start to actually remember and to achieve that goal we came in to try to fulfill. Meaning these sites truly can help us obtain our plan. That plan we all made before we came down here to this dimension. Well, not all. I'm speaking about old souls right now. We old souls all come in with a very specific plan. We all come in to try to use that our accumulated knowledge, the knowledge we have gained through thousands and thousands of years of experiencing this earthly plane, and everything we have learned, all that knowledge we have acquired, we come in to try to use that knowledge in a unique manner, and assist with our knowledge to this in this actual time and space. Young souls, however, don't have that obligation. No, not at all. Young souls only come in to experience more and more. So they can start to try to start to understand what it means to have a body and to be here, and what this earth really is all about. So they have no specific plan. They just want to accumulate their own experience. But old souls, we truly have a plan when we come in here. And these places can truly help us, can truly assist us in understanding the task and how to get it going, so to speak. But these places will always activate us according to who we are, and only if it's time to do so. So if we aren't ready, for whatever reason, if we aren't ready, nothing will happen. But anyway, if we visit one of these places, even if nothing happens, we still experience a beautiful, gorgeous place and have a memory. So we don't lose anything anyway. These ancient sites are, at least in my experience, what I have experienced from these, are actually entrances to another dimension. And when we enter these, we actually step into a high octave of ourselves. That is the way I feel it happens. So what really happens here? I think our resonance changes. We truly step into a high octave. It's like the geometry. All these places are built upon sacred principles of sacred geometry. So the geometry of the place will affect our bodily geometry, and in so it will activate our code. And when that happens, our inner GPS can start to actually read the code, and in so be able to guide us much more effectively to that task we have at hand. This code we all possess, of course, but according to many different circumstances in our lives, this code can be very dormant inside ourselves, as we usually live our lives from a strong focus on material needs and material issues. That's where we put our attention usually, and we have very little attention and time to ask what our soul really needs. So we usually tend to avoid those bigger questions, like what is this? What is this all about? What is it meant that I am doing here? Yes? This is questions only old souls will have inside themselves. So then, which are the places that can actually assist us in this quest? Well, I think most of the sacred sites possess this capacity. And then I include pyramids as well as oracle places like Delphos in Greece, Karnak, Ammon in Egypt, stone circles like Stonehenge, Glastonbury, Avebury. England have so many of them, and I also, it seems like the crop circles, this modern phenomena of crop circles also have the same capacity actually. All these sites, of course, were built by ancient civilizations with a much deeper understanding of the mechanics of nature than what we currently possess. I mean, far beyond our current knowledge. They truly understand the symbolic language of nature and use that language applying sacred geometry and sound, perfect alignment with the stars, usually Orion or Sirius. And also it seems that they are actually aligned with each other around the globe. So if you're interested in the mathematics and the precise numbers of what I'm talking about right now, you should listen to Robert Edward Grant. He's a brilliant mathematician who has developed a great knowledge about this subject, and also Graham Hancock, of course. They all, and many others, but this is the first ones who come to my mind, who have starting to truly decode that language which are actually embedded in all these places. And I suppose that the way they was going to preserve that knowledge which we have lost was to actually embed it in these in the construction of these places. And the more we understand about the mathematics of these places, of the sacred geometry. It seems that we are starting to understand what they are truly trying to tell us. Isn't that incredible? That they wanted to share really, really important information with us, and they found a way to preserve it through time, through thousands and thousands and thousands of time. Isn't that incredible? Well, anyway, I am not a mathematician at all, so that's not my field. I read energy, so I'm sure that all these places were originally different functions. Surely they did. But interestingly enough, it seems like they all possess the capacity to change our vibration and to truly activate something in us. So I'm sure that was one of the things those ancient builders knew how to program into the site, how to create a site on the perfect location, with a perfect alignment, with a perfect knowledge of the numbers to be able to achieve that. So, I mean, it's mind-blowing when you think about it. Anyway, as I think I said earlier, yeah, I was already as a child completely fascinated by all these places all over the world, and I read everything I could about it. But it took me actually more than 20 years. I was already in my 20s when I came to Delphos in Greece. But that certainly changed everything. Everything changed by that visit. Delphos truly activated my memory, and soon after, everything, the synchronicity started to take me to places, situations, and people who actually would show me what the next step would be, and took me soon after to Mexico, and that, as you all know, changed everything. And Mexico is full of pyramids, so I have had the opportunity to visit most of them. However, I also want to mention that not all of these pyramids are active, and I mean that energy-wise, because I think what happens is that those pyramids, which are completely overloaded by tourism, I mean, they're like in Teotihuacan, which is probably the most famous of the Mexican pyramids, receive, I don't know, thousands and thousands of tourists every week, and they come to the place with no respect whatsoever for the place, for the sacredness of the site, etc. So they just walk around as it would be any place. And of course that makes that the energy shuts down completely. It's a pollution which takes place, and I find that Teotihuacan is completely inactive. However, there are many others which are active and highly potent in Mexico, and I will give you two of my favorites. Palenque is the first one. Palenque is situated in Chiapas, and very south of Mexico. And this pyramid is, well, it's gorgeous, first of all, but it's located in the middle of the jungle, really. It's embedded in a lush green all over the place, and there are monkeys jumping in the trees. It's a beautiful place, and I suppose because of the location of the site, the humidity, and I suppose it rains a lot during summertime. I think that's the fact that it is completely it's becoming cleansed every now and then in a very profound manner. So that's why the place has preserved itself energetically. And Palenque is an extremely potent place. Extremely potent. I had a very, very, very extraordinary experience at Palenque, which took me actually 2 days to recover. But that story might be for another time. Anyway, I can assure you that Palenque is extremely alive, extremely alive. The other one is not so far away. It's Chichen Itza in Yucatan, and that pyramid is extremely beautiful, and a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. And what makes Chichen Itza so particular is that it has a I don't know if you know that the Maya Indians, one of the greatest mythological figures in the culture is the feathered serpent called Quetzalcoatl, and that serpent, Quetzalcoatl, came with the knowledge. He gave the knowledge, the wisdom to the people. So he's extremely revered and always present in these temples. And in Chichen Itza, they actually have built in a serpent who each spring and autumn equinox, you can actually see the shadow of a serpent that climbs down the stairs. And I think the stairs of Chichen Itza are 365 in total. So you can see how the serpent with the light of the day actually crawls down the stairway. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, think about that. The knowledge they possess to be able to create that. Incredible, to say the least. Well, so that's another pyramid I truly recommend, Chichen Itza. So, in case you are, I have now inspired you maybe to go and visit some of these. Well, of course, if you live in Europe, you have pyramids. You have the fantastic Giza pyramid so close, and many other pyramids in Egypt, and of course in England you have all those stone circles. So you have many places you can go to which are far more close to you. But so let's say you would really like to visit some place. How to go about it? Well, the very first thing is to choose a place which you truly feel attracted to. This is very important. The only way you can communicate with a site is that you feel a sort of resonance with the place. So choose a place which you feel connected to. This is really important. Second, you should always avoid to visit some of these places if you feel mentally or emotionally unstable, because all these sites have the ability, the capacity to actually expand your energy. And when that happens, everything in your energy expands. Yes? So if you feel depressed, you will feel more depressed. This is important to know. I would not recommend anyone which are in a unstable place in this moment to visit one of these places. Okay, good. Now, third, we are visiting a sacred space, a sacred place. This means we will go in with we will go in with an attitude of great, with honoring the place, with reverence to the place. And so, first of all, there is our spiritual journey is of course, an individual journey. This is not a group journey. It has never been, will never be. There is no such thing. So we always will go into these places alone. That's the only way we can do it. I'm not saying you can't take a group trip to Egypt, for example, of course, but when you go into the place, when you visit the place, you should do that alone. And no cell phones. If you need to have a cell phone with you, you turn it off before you enter the space. Turn it off. Okay? And of course, no selfies. It shouldn't be necessary to say it, but I know we live in a time. No selfies, of course not. Okay. Now we are ready. Now we are ready to enter the place. And so we go in quietly, calmly, and we look for a place where we can sit down alone for whatever time we need. Let's say 10 minutes, let's say half an hour, maybe an hour, depending on who we are and what we are looking for. And we just sit down at some area at some place we like, and then we just sit there, communicate with the space, and we might have a question inside ourselves, like, for example, what is my next best step? What is it? That could be a good question to have inside. And just feel the place. Try to feel the sacredness of the place. Okay? Just feel it in. Okay? And when we feel ready, when we feel we have actually communicated, we are ready to leave. And we give thank you. We give thanks to the place, to whatever information that has been given to us, or the information that might come, and so we leave the place. In the same manner, with great respect, and silently we exit the place. Yes. And then we just wait. We just wait and see what happens. And maybe nothing happens, or maybe great things happens. Who knows? But anyway, whatever happens, we had a beautiful, beautiful moment with ourselves and that place. Okay? Great. Okay. That would be the proper manner, proper way to do it. So, what more? I only want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. And I hope we all will make this coming year the best year ever. The best year ever. Let's make this coming year the best year ever. Yes? Okay. I think that would be a great start. So, if I don't know if I have time to be back before the year ends. Maybe not. How? Whatever. I don't know. I won't put any pressure on myself. Anyway, I wish you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. See you soon. Take care, everyone, and see you soon. Bye.